Hey, Pastor Herman. This is Brittany. I'm going to be going over some different options for moving your website to another platform, and then I'm going to be going over what I specialize in and give you guys an audit on your website. So everything I'm going to show you today you can do yourself. This is just to educate you on some options for your website and building your online presence if you so wish to do so. So I first want to go over your current platform right now for your three websites, which is Wix. So in order for a website to work on Wix, it does need to be hosted and operated on that platform. You can't switch your hosting source like some other website builders are able to. I don't recommend Wix for websites necessarily because it's a much weaker platform. There are endless paywalls for adding more features, and it's not good for SEO or search engine optimization, which I will explain a little later in this video. But if that's not your thing or what you're looking for, Wix is fine in that regard. So Wix is actually also free for nonprofits. I'm not sure if your ministry or other websites are nonprofits, but for churches, they also do have some affordable options. You just have to contact their support team. So really quick, I want to go over three main things here. So we have a domain. So the domain is a web address with a subscription payment, like Google domains, for example, and there's a bunch of other options. Or for example, like Wix, www.wix.com. That's what a domain is. Hosting is a service that gets a site live on the internet securely via DNS settings that connect to the domain. And last, we have website builders, and including Wix, web builders offer a convenient way to build a site. Other examples as well are WordPress, Squarespace, Weebly, Snaps, and there's a bunch more out there too. So I want to do a quick rundown on three recommended platforms that offer all three services. So I first want to go over WordPress. So WordPress is the most commonly used website builder, and there's two different versions of WordPress. There's WordPress.com and WordPress.org. This is the WordPress.com premium payment plans, and WordPress.com is a for-profit service that helps you build a website using WordPress software that comes pre-installed on managed hosting, where they will host your website for you with one of these premium plans of your choice. Now these are per website, so it doesn't include like the three that you want to build, for example, but it does include hosting in there as well as your web build. So the next version of WordPress is WordPress.org, and this is a free and open source content management system, or CMS, and this is where you'll find the free WordPress software that you can download and install on your own web server to create a website. Now you don't actually have to have your own web server. Instead, you can just pay for a web hosting company to host your site for you, but it is a little bit more complicated to download. Looking at they have a lot of instructions for their downloading, but it is free, and they have a bunch of those plugins that you can use as well for WordPress. So just to recap, WordPress.com is for-profit and hosts your site for you, while WordPress.org is free, and you can choose your own hosting company, though it is a little complicated, like I said, to set up. So you can rebuild your three websites here for free. However, to use any of the plugins, even the free ones on WordPress.com, which are essentially the building blocks of any WordPress site and bring important functions to your site, you have to upgrade to one of these plans to use them. But for WordPress.org, you can download any of them on their selection of plugins. They have a bunch of different options on WordPress.org. They have like 64,000 or something crazy. But they have a bunch of options for plugins as well you can download for the WordPress.org software. So that's one of the platforms you can use. Next platform is called Hostinger. This is a low-cost option for website hosting, and they do support WordPress websites. So all you have to do is purchase the WordPress hosting plan from Hostinger. So you can choose one of these options here, and they have different plans. They're actually really, really good prices. So you want to go for probably this one, the WordPress Starter option. Because this first one only gives you one website. This one's 100 with a lot of other cool features they do as well. But all you have to do is purchase one of these website hosting plans from Hostinger, register your domain name, use the installer to set up WordPress, And then from there you can pick your desired WordPress theme, and that's when you can also use some plugins. They do have some instructions as well on the bottom of the page right here. So you can use them as an option and publish your site from there. So moving on, also HostCenter does have a web builder of their own, but I don't necessarily recommend their web builder. Last option, we have something called Snaps, and this is a super user-friendly all-in-one website, and it's also a very powerful web builder. It's pretty much a new kid on the block in the web design space, and it's my absolute favorite. I actually do prefer Snaps over WordPress now. Making a very professional looking website is relatively easy, and this is where I have built my own site, which is also being hosted by Snaps. Now Snaps charges per site. They have a single site option, which isn't shown here, but that's $19 or $20 for each site per month. But then when you have more, obviously, it's a little bit less per site. So on Snaps, I did a recent website build for this company. It's handled by Daniel. Just wanted to show you what it can look like. So this is what I built most recently. They have a lot of great, simple, really easy to use features, a lot of cool things you can do as well, and they're actually growing in their features, so that's really cool. I just wanted to show you that. Now, while you can't transfer your site into WordPress or Snaps, like directly from Wix to one of those platforms, Snaps does have some options to migrate your site from your Wix platform, and they will also help you personally. They have a really great customer service team, and they will help you with that. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful for you. Now, I want to go into more detail about what I do and specialize in and give your website an audit. I do understand your main clientele is referral based. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm not sure if you're looking for more clients, but I'd like to give you a little bit of education about 3 things you can do as well to capture some more traffic. So I'm going to be going over 3 things: content, backlinks, and citations. And these 3 things all contribute to something called SEO, or search engine optimization. Businesses that show up on the first page of Google are 99% of the time using SEO. So looking at your website, first I'm going to go over the content on your website. I'm looking for the number of words that you have. And the reason for this is because content is king to Google, and it gives your website and business authority. So there's not a whole lot of content you guys have. I'd say you probably have around 50 words or so on your homepage. It is recommended to have anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, depending on your competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. And in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So for example, I went ahead and I typed in Chiropractor, Alpharetta, Georgia. This is a great buyer intent keyword because I'm looking for a chiropractor, which is technically the service I'm looking for, and I'm also using a location specific. So a buyer intent keyword is location and service specific. So here we have the first thing that pops up are these Google ads, and around 5% of consumers will choose one of the businesses on a Google ad. And below that, we have something called the Google Map Pack here. And 30% of consumers will choose one of these top 3 businesses for their service. And then below that, we have the organic search results throughout the rest of the page here with some sporadic ads throughout as well. Alright, so we have a few competitors here. We have this one in the top spot. We've got number 2 and number 3 here. So let's quickly take a look at their website. So number 1 spot, this is a very professional, nice looking website. Looking at the content they have quite a bit of content here. I would say they have around maybe 300, 400 words or so. Second spot, they don't have a very user-friendly website, and for lack of a better word, it looks a little junky. but they have about probably 100 to 200 words on theirs. And third spot is another good looking website. They've got not a whole lot of content, probably 200 words or so. So we just went over content. Now I'm going to go over something called backlinks. So this is a page program called Ahrefs that I like to use. And I put your website in here as well as those 3 competitors. And this is a program that's super great for researching websites and how they're doing. So I'm first going to go over these 2 ratings here. We have something called a DR rating and a UR rating. The DR rating is essentially a power rating Google gives your website, and the UR rating is a trust rating. And both of these are raised by backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another via clickable or hyperlink text. And these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you or pointing at you. So essentially, it's like a popularity contest. However, not all links are created equal, so the best ones to have are those that are relevant to your industry and from local websites. Those will work the best. So looking at your backlinks, you guys have right now 16 referring domains pointing to 53 backlinks. So this competitor, number 1 competitor, they have 29 referring domains pointing to 159. Our second spot, they have 17 referring domains pointing to 29, so very similar to the last one. And then our third has 28 pointing to 75. So there's not actually a whole lot of backlinks that they are using, but I do recommend matching not only the quantity of links that they have, but also in quality, and raising up that amount by a few tens more. So let's say they have 75, looks like the most we've seen. Actually, no, 159 is the most we've seen. So I would probably get 159, capture those good quality backlinks that they have, and then raise that even more, probably to 200 or so. So moving on from backlinks, we're going to go over citations. So a citation is anywhere your business name, number, and address are shown exactly as per your Google Business profile, like here in the map pack, and I know you guys have one. And citations help you rank in the map pack, which is extremely important for local businesses, since these can generate huge amounts of revenue. And citations include directories like Yelp, Angie, Expertise, Better Business Bureau. There's hundreds of others out there, and social media accounts are also great for that as well. But the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. So the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. Once Google sees you more often than your competitors, more likely it is that you rank above them. So we went over a lot of things today. So I went over some web builder options for you and some hosting options for moving your 3 websites or migrating your 3 websites. And we just went over a quick little website audit. We went over content, backlinks, and citations. So I wanted to show you guys one more thing. I'm going to go to your top competitor here. Alright, so looking at their stats, I wanted to show you some keywords that they are ranking for. So they're actually in position 2 for a bunch of these top keywords. Here we've got Chiropractor Alpharetta, Chiropractic Alpharetta, and these are the search volume per month, 500. So a lot of people are looking for chiropractors and Alpharetta. But like I said, however, I know you guys are probably referral based, so it's probably not something you guys want to do. But it is a great way to get more customers, using one of those keywords in your content and getting some backlinks in there as well, and citations. Alright, so I know this was a lot of information. I hope this was helpful for you. If there's anything that I missed or that you want to learn more about, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much for your time. Hope this was helpful, and we'll talk soon. Alright, thank you, Pastor Herman, and have a good day.